Deconverted Man here. You can't make it up. You can't. You cannot make it up. You can't make this stuff up. Well, I guess you could make it up. Aliens! 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 Oh my God! Aliens are in the Bible. There is biblical evidence for extraterrestrial life. Now, oddly enough, never heard that claim coming from Christians before. They never said that the Bible said that there was extraterrestrial life. Never heard that claim. I don't think in my years of being a Christian, I don't think I ever heard that from anyone at all. Not the pulpit, not some parishioners. Nobody has ever said that I'm aware of. I've not seen a video that made that claim. Never seen an argument. I've never, ever heard this claim. So, Ray Comfort of Living Waters, this has got to be a troll. It's got to be a troll. Please be a troll video. Please don't tell me there's extraterrestrial life mentioned in the Bible. It's true. And so, well, aliens were discovered in reality. Of course. Oh, yeah, it said in the Bible that all along. Really? It did? Where? Did Jesus die for them too? Oh, that's great. Yeah, sure. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's just undeniable biblical evidence for extraterrestrial life. The Bible is clear. Extraterrestrial life that did not originate on Earth, actually exists. What do you mean, angels and demons and devils, or what? Give the Evidence Study Bible. Get the starter kit of gospel tracts here. Check out the podcast. Visit that. Do this Living Waters Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and updates, and no citations at all, because why would we want citations? Anyways, let's listen in.
If you don't believe in aliens, this may change your mind.
I doubt it.
I have butterflies, bro. I've only saw a shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us.
He got a good look at one of the creatures.
Okay, so you have a 911 call, supposedly, which you could source if it was real. And you could then follow up with the police report. And you could show that. You could show documentation of that so that we know that that's real. And you could see if the cops found anything. You know. Just saying. But no. Here's the recording. Supposedly taken from a 911 call. Whether it is or not, we don't know. So this is the Greys. The alien Greys are always a thing.
He said, a greenish grayish being with large eyes and long legs. He says he can hear its deep breaths.
Big eyes. They have big eyes. Like I can't explain it. And big.
I have heard Christians claim that aliens are demons. I'm wondering if that's what this is.
That mouth. They're shiny eyes and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
By now.
Okay, so was he high? Was he drunk? I don't know. Where's this coming from? It looks like it's taken from some camera because it's got all this information on the top right, but that just put there doesn't mean anything. What is this from? Where is this located? Who are these people? When did this happen? We don't know.
It's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
I don't think you put enough different clips in there for me to know what you were talking about. I'm so glad that you showed a phone ringing when you said caller, because otherwise I wouldn't have known what you were talking about.
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like a long time tall.
One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard?
Interesting how we don't see the cop at all. Usually when it's like a body cam, you see like different things on the chest of the officer. You know, you see the other equipment that the officer has. You'll see the arm. You'll see something. You know, where's the cop car? Interesting that we don't see the cop car or the lights of the cop car or anything like that that would confirm that this is an actual cop and that these aren't just actors playing a part and reading from a script or something, you know.
Yard or
You see like a big something with light.
hey, this might sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they
Why would that be a dumb question? Why would you phrase it that way? I don't think that a real cop would say that. Have you seen anything tonight? Because you don't want to ask a leading question. You don't want to ask a question that puts an idea to the person's head, because that's a bad way to gather clues about what's going on. And granted, some cops are bad at their job, but, you know. Anyway, so here's another actor.
saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason.
It's so funny that we never get to see the partner or the cop or anything.
I'm actually investigating it further.
Think of how many millions have cameras on their phones, but nobody managed to get even one photo, let alone a video.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it?
Well, they almost did.
So there's a surveillance camera in the backyard. What we were told is that at the moment this thing comes down and crashed, this camera went out, and it was out for a couple of minutes. When it came back on, the object was gone. But we've been told by
Wow, how convenient. Hey, just when we needed the camera, it shut down. Huh. Well, I guess we can't prove anything. Why the news bothers spending any time or energy on a non-story like this is beyond me. Well, they want attention and your views and stuff. So
Angel in multiple phone conversations that he shot video of the creatures. We haven't seen it, and we don't know anybody else who's seen it yet. So maybe he'll release it at some point.
Napoleon was right when he said, man will believe anything as long as it's not in the Bible.
wait, what? Hold on. Who was right when they said that?
Told by Angel in multiple phone conversations that he shot video of the creatures. We haven't seen it, and we don't know anybody else who's seen it yet. So maybe he'll release it at some point.
Napoleon was right when he said, man will believe anything as long as it's not in the Bible.
Okay, so there's just something I can actually verify. Did Napoleon say that? Napoleon say man will believe in anything as long as it's not in the Bible. Let's see. It's attributed to Napoleon. Let's see. But there's no further details. No date, no context, or trace of primary sources. So, seems like it people think that he said it, but there's nothing that supports that he did actually say that. So that's a problem. Okay. Well, yeah. It doesn't look like there's anything to show that that's actually a quote from him. Okay.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah. I do.
Yes. The Bible speaks of extraterrestrial life.
Now, as typical with Ray Comfort, he does these street interviews and he edits them heavily. What do you mean by alien life? Yeah, maybe it's out there. You mean they visited Earth? No, that hasn't happened. There's no evidence that it has happened. If they came, they left no evidence behind, like God. But unlike God, at least they're more plausible.
Or to be more biblical, something called celestial life.
Oh, okay. So it's not aliens, it's celestial life, meaning that your video is a lie. Got it.
Know these alien beings more commonly as angels.
I knew it. I called it. Didn't I say this is going to be about angels, not aliens? And that being the case, these people aren't describing the biblical angels at all, because they have lots of eyes on them and stuff. There's a whole video showing what the biblically accurate angels would look like. And they don't look like these little gray guys. That's not them. So, angels are aliens. Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Are you disappointed that these celestial creatures are just angels and not something more exciting?
Not really. Kind of expected for you to do a bait and switch, to be honest. So I was not surprised that you're being dishonest with your video.
If we feel like that,
I mean, your video is called "Biblical Evidence for Extraterrestrial Life," which would imply aliens, not angels. So seems to me like you're just lying. Okay.
be because we don't see them as they are. Super exciting, unspeakably powerful beings that God uses for his purposes.
Why would God need angels? Why? Like, what possible reason would an unlimited, omnipotent being, omnipresent being need for minions? What the bleep could an angel do that God couldn't do? Because God's already everywhere and has all the power that there is to have. So why would you have angels at all?
The scriptures speak of many of these alien visitations. Let's just look at one.
It's not an alien. That's why are you conflating alien with angel? Why are you lying to people, Ray Comfort? Is that all you got now? Okay.
Just after Jesus rose from the dead, it was early in the morning when two women came to the empty tomb. And behold, there was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled.
Let me talk about that earthquake for a moment, because what's interesting is around the time that Jesus would have been dead, although good luck trying to figure out when that was, if there had been an earthquake, a historian that didn't know about Jesus would have written down and recorded, hey, there was an earthquake. And even if it was minor, I think they would write it down because it's a notable event to record in history. Yet, no historians do. This earthquake is only found in the Bible and nowhere else, almost like it never really happened.
Rolled back the stone from the door and sat on it. Then we're given a description, so we know this wasn't just an 8-foot green creature walking around some backyard. His countenance was like lightning, and his clothing as white as wool, and the guard shook for fear of him and became...
Wait, which version are you talking about, Ray? Because there's there's 3 different versions of, there's one where it's just people inside the cave. Then there's one where there's people outside the cave. Then there's one where there's one person. So which version are you talking about? Which gospel are you reading from? You're not going to tell us, because that would require honesty. Can't have that in a Ray Comfort video.
Came like dead men. That is pretty soul-stirring. We are certainly not alone in the universe.
What? Huh? But they're not, like, what? They're not like a human. I would call them, it's so, oh my God.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yes.
Why not? I do.
I don't know. They look weird.
Are they going to take over the world?
Nah, I think they're just chilling up there.
I think we made up the Green Man thing. I feel like it could literally be anything.
Just shaped weird, like weird heads.
I believe that there's something out there.
I feel like they come over here just to like check up on us, see what we're up to.
And what are you up to? Anything good or bad?
No, I'm just chilling, doing homework in the library.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you believe in God?
No.
So you believe some of the books in the library happened by chance? They had a cover and a title and page numbers.
Shut up. Shut up, Ray. Shut up with your tired, old, ragged, broken-ass, stupid argument. You don't understand evolution. You know, shut the fuck up, you moronic liar. Anyway, it's also his argument's wrong.
Coherent sentences and all fell together without an author. Is that right? No book could ever create itself.
Correct.
And the whole...
Now, you know that this is dubbed over later on, so we don't know what Ray is actually saying to this guy. He could be saying anything, and then the guy says correct. We don't have any idea what Ray is actually saying because there's not a camera on Ray. Just like there was no camera to show that there was cops there in that completely made up fictional story with the cops visiting those people, because it wasn't cops and those were people that were actors, and that whole thing didn't happen, which Ray probably either knows or maybe he funded himself to make that a production thing. Yeah, it's possible. Anyways.
Whole of creation tells you there's a creator. Am I right?
You're correct.
Oh, yeah, because that's totally what the guy would say after saying that there's no God is, hey, all of creation says there's a creator, correct? Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, no, I don't think that guy would say that. I think instead Ray said, aren't aliens amazing? And the guy was like, correct. Or whatever. He said something that the guy would agree to. He's like, yeah, drugs are good. And the guy's like, yeah, they are. And he's like, all right, keep that part in. Edit out the part where I said drugs are good. Obviously.
Do you believe in angels?
I don't know.
You have no trouble believing in aliens. Why would you have problems with angels?
Well, because angels are incoherent, ill-defined, and we don't have any way of showing that they're even possibly true. Aliens, on the other hand, are physical beings, and we know that those are a thing.
Not from this planet, so they qualify to be aliens. Do you believe in...
No! Aliens and angels are not the same thing, you moronic idiot. Oh, God.
God?
I don't believe in God.
Are you an atheist?
I don't know. I was Catholic.
Wait, what? Where? Come on. That can't be real. That's got to be staged. I mean, he finds these young people and hires actors. That's my new speculation on this. I mean, they could be real people, but I doubt it.
Growing up, so I'm just a confused 20-something-year-old.
Well,
what else is interesting? Hey, Trusted Idiot, is we don't get their names or what school. Where are you from? Where are we shooting right now? Where are we? Why? Where's this taking place? I mean, if she's not an actress, she would have had to sign a waiver to allow her to appear on YouTube or television or whatever, the release form. So you would have her name, you'd have, what school or whatever she's going to. It's just interesting that you don't bother with any identifying marks so we can check up to see whether this person is legitimate or an actor. Just like earlier when you had the thing with the cops that weren't cops. Yeah, keep lying to people, Ray. That's all you're good at. Lying. Keep on lying. Go back to the aliens being angels.
I was absolutely confused when I was 20 years old. I had no idea I was alive. Didn't know why I was going to die. Didn't know what was going to happen after death. An atheist is somebody who believes that nothing created everything. Nothing.
No, Ray, you stupid moronic idiot. That's not what an atheist is. You're lying to people. That's what you're doing if you're actually saying any of these things to this person. And I don't think that you are. I think that this is all a big giant voiceover. What do you call it? AP? When after production, you post. Because otherwise there'd be wind. He's mic'd up. You'd have to have a boom mic. I mean, they're getting pretty damn good shots of these people, so it's definitely a professional camera. So perhaps a boom mic's not completely out of the question, but it doesn't sound like Ray has any kind of microphone there in the moment. And certainly I'm not, so it just seems like this is dubbed over because his quality of his voice is the same throughout. Yeah, I'm breaking it down in that way. I'm breaking down how he does this movie magic because this is an actress. Come on. We know it. Come on. It is. Absolutely.
Gave us flowers and birds and trees, the sun, the moon, the stars, the human eye.
And cancer. Don't forget about that.
Male and female and all the species. That's impossible. It's scientific.
Yeah, it is impossible. That means it's not real, you moronic dude. You lying, scummy. Okay, his argument sucks as well. Don't forget that.
Scientifically impossible for nothing to create anything because it's nothing. So obviously there was something in the beginning that created all this beautiful creation. You said there had to be.
Yes, there had
So you're no longer an atheist.
No, she's still you're a moron. CGI. Yeah, it's all CGI. It's not even a real person. It's all, he doesn't have the money to do CGI.
Afraid of death?
I don't believe I am.
I think you are.
You think?
It's just that you're.
Wait, so you ask a person a question, they say no, and you're like, oh no, you are. You're an asshole.
Pride won't allow you to say, I'm horrified by the thought of being buried 6 feet under the ground. I love life. I love the blueness of the.
Dude, I'm not even going to know. I'm not going to know diddly squat. And by the way, that's not what's going to happen to me. I mean, that might happen to you. Look like an alien, to be honest. Yeah, she kind of is. Maybe she's the alien. My organs are going to be donated to whoever needs them, and my brain's going to be donated to science. I don't really know what they're going to do with that. Be kind of cool if they did an ocean burial for the rest of it. So that's not 6 feet under. That's in the sea. So, it doesn't apply. Ray, am I afraid of death? No, I don't like the idea, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's like, am I afraid of breathing? No, it's just a part of fucking life, man. And the fact that we would be afraid of death, well, why would that be? Shouldn't we be like, oh yeah, no, I'm not afraid because I know that there's a paradise around. Why would you spend a moment more here? So I don't know. Anyways, back to aliens being in the Bible because aliens are angels, and Ray's just doing his typical talking to people. I want to get back to talking about aliens.
The sky, the sound.
Yeah. I don't care.
Sister, I don't want to lose grandpa and grandma. Everything you hold dear to you, and you and death began. When God, what a terrible.
I just had to skip past that because I don't really care, and she seems so disinterested. Like,
God, given you the death sentence. You're on death row. Your death will be evidence to you that God is deadly serious about sin.
Death will be evidence to you that God is serious about sin. But Jesus came to wipe away the sin, yet death still remains. WTF, mate? Does it make sense? No. Can we get back to the aliens? Probably not.
What a terrible tragedy that death is a reality.
Yeah.
But it wasn't when human life began.
Yes, it was.
When God first made Adam and Eve, there
wasn't an Adam and Eve. God didn't make those people. Those people are mythology. They're not real. They never were real. And that whole story seems to be highly plagiarized from other writings that are very similar to it at the time that it was written. So, no, it's not. None of that's true, Ray. None of that happened.
No death. But when sin came and alienated us from the life of God,
Which makes no sense. Why would that? Why? Why would that upset God? Like, okay, yeah, the biblical God just is incoherent. Just completely, just like, you sinned. Get out of my garden. Why not just be like, here's Jesus, and I'm gonna kill him, and that will make up for all this. All you gotta do is say that you accept Jesus and you can stay in the garden. Why not just do that? That would have saved a lot of time and trouble. Nah. God's a moron.
it made us aliens, left
What?
outside of the kingdom
Oh,
of
now we're aliens. Oh, okay.
God. Ephesians 4:18 says of the unsaved, having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of God through the ignorance that's in them because of the blindness of their heart.
That makes no fucking sense at all. Having understanding darkened, you can't have understanding is not a thing that can be lightened or darkened. It's not a piece of bread. Being alienated from the life of God due to ignorance, well, then that's not your fault. But then it is your fault because it's in you. But ignorance isn't your fault. You don't know. If you don't know, then you don't know. That's where that ends. That would be God's fault. But then it's the blindness of their heart, which the heart is an organ that doesn't see anyways. But you mean the heart as in like the spirit or soul. But like if your heart or if your spirit is blind and you're also ignorant, is that your fault? How is that your fault? You don't even know that that's going on if you're ignorant about it. God's a moron.
So here's a big question.
No, stop showing me the person. Get back to the damn aliens, damn it.
Do you think God is justified in giving you the death sentence?
No, I don't think that there is a God, let alone justified in giving anybody a death sentence. What kind of moronic question is that? Alienated. Yeah, it was a good joke there, Ray Comfort. It's alienated. Fucking hell. Golly.
Are you that evil or are you a good person?
Neither. Whether I'm good or bad's irrelevant. Because, I don't know, just saying, like everybody deserves death. Doesn't matter what they did. Everybody's going to get death. Don't matter. Don't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter. This is a complete and utter red herring, and Ray knows it absolutely. This is his old trick. If you have you sinned? Have you done this and that? That would upset God, and he's going to judge you. Aren't you scared? Don't you want to be a Christian now because you're so scared about all that thing that I didn't prove? Goodness gracious. This is just pure tactics and manipulation. I want the aliens, damn it. Get back to the aliens.
I feel as though I'm a good person.
Do you ever read the Bible?
Nope. Not anymore. And you know what I'd say to him? Have you ever read The Lobsterist? And he'd be like, what's that? I'm like, well, there you go. That's your problem.
Not really.
In the Old Testament, God promised to destroy death. And in the New Testament, it tells us how he did it.
And yet, death is still around. Almost like God's a liar.
You know that?
I did not know that. How did he do it?
Want me to tell you?
Yeah.
No.
To do so, I'll have to back up. If you're a doctor and there's a patient in front of you.
Oh my God. Like, why didn't it appeal to analogies? Just be like, yeah, God sent his son to die for us, the end. But there you go. Lobster's my new favorite fish. Okay. Why not?
He looks extremely healthy. He feels good. You know he's got cancer. He's going to be dead in 2 weeks. You've seen x-rays. Poison seeping through his system. You've got a cure in your pocket. Do you show him the x-rays or give him the cure?
You can do both. I mean, you'd be like, here's the cure. And by the way, here's your x-rays. If you had the cure, though, why would you keep it in your pocket? That's kind of a bad place to put a cure. Also, wouldn't you want the cure copied so that it could be for other people too. This is stupid, Ray. You're a moron.
To give the cure.
That won't work. Do you know why?
Why?
He thinks he's healthy. He's going to say, what do I want a cure for? Get this out of my face.
But you're the doctor. You're saying, hey, look, take this pill. Call me in the morning. I don't know, Ray. If a doctor tells me that a hypodermic needle contains a cure for whatever the hell it is I got, yeah, I'm going to have some questions because I'm a skeptic. But setting aside that, you take the damn cure. You're like, okay, sure, yeah. Like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. Hell, I have a real story about doctors and myself, Ray. Not that it's related, but then again, whatever, might as well. Okay, so I got sick. I don't know what I had. I just know that I felt terrible. This was before C19, okay? This is pre-C19. And somebody, a friend of mine had called 911 for me. They came, they got me, took me to the hospital. They did exam. They're like, we don't know what the hell you got. They put me in this isolation room because they didn't know what I had. They had no idea. And they're like, okay, well, we think it might be this thing. If it is that thing, it will kill you. 100% it will kill you. Oh, that sucks. Okay, now, we only have one test that we can do to figure out if that's the thing that you have. Okay. I'm like, They're like, but bad news. The test could kill you. Oh, the test could also kill me. Great. That's great. Woo! Bring it on. I'm like, okay. I mean, if I don't do the test and it's that, then I die. And if I do the test, but it's less likely that I'll die because of the test than I will the thing that I might have. And I'm like, I don't have any proof that any of this is true, but I trust in the system of medicine enough that I'm like, do the test, I guess. And like, so they did a spinal tap. Oh my God, they put this giant needle in my back and sucked out my soul. That's what it felt like. And it just like went on forever, and you have to stand while they do it, and it hurts, and they tell you it's gonna hurt, and you're like, I'll tell you anything. What secrets do you want to know? And then they're finally done, they take it out, and they go do that, and you're like, oh my God, that was horrible. If you move too much, that's probably what kills you, is like the needle gets in your spine or some shit and kills you that way, I guess. I don't know. So, what was the test result? You don't have that thing. Okay, cool. What do I have? We still have no idea. Oh, okay, great. But then I was feeling better. Like, hey, everything shows normal, so you seem fine, so we're gonna let you go. Okay, never knew what the hell I had. Don't know, still don't know. It's a giant mystery. Now, the reason I tell all that is because now at the time I wasn't a skeptic, but if the doctor tells you, look, we got to give you this thing, you take the damn thing. So it's just stupid. This whole analogy is just stupid. Here, I have the cure. Well, I feel well. Okay, you're going to fucking die because you got cancer. I don't believe you. Okay, you're a moron. Bye. I guess you're going to die. Oh, I can show you the x-rays, but I'm not going to, not that I don't know that, well, I guess it depends what kind of cancer you have. The like CAT scan would maybe show that better. Whatever. It's a bad analogy is all I'm saying.
I don't need this. This is insulting me, Doc, and he walks off. But if the doctor shows him the x-rays and he begins to sweat and says, wow, I can see this is serious.
Yeah.
What should I do? Then he's ready for the cure.
Yeah, if you give somebody actual empirical evidence, then they will believe that there's something going on. I know, it's amazing. Too bad you don't have that, you moronic person, Ray, editing video, talking to actors, person. We know that you faked that thing in the beginning. Come on, you faked this whole thing way back here. These people, this whole thing. I mean, look at all the lighting. Look at how much lighting it is. Look at how well they're dressed for this late at night. They don't look weird or drunk or like the people you would see on Cops. Come on. And then you never saw the cop. You never saw any of the items on the cop, the lights of the cop car. Anyways, this whole thing, fake, and then these things just don't mean nothing. Anyways, all right, back to this. I just want to skip past all this. Get back to the fucking aliens. Talk about the aliens. It's all this, the rest of this, it's just talking to people and not about the aliens anymore. Oh, it is. Oh, man. I mean, so all the alien stuff was up here. Okay. And that didn't prove that there was biblical evidence for extraterrestrial life. He said the angels count as aliens because angels aren't from Earth and they're alive, even though the sort of life that angels have is vastly different than our sort of life. That counts in Ray Comfort's head as aliens. Angels equal aliens. Angels, A-N-G-E-L. Is that how you spell it? I don't know. That's angles, isn't it? Fucking, I don't know how to spell angels. God damn, I'm stupid. No, that's right. That's right. Equal aliens. Well. That's it. So he offered zero proof in this video. That's it. That's it. He offered nothing. You have nothing. Yeah. This whole thing. You have now. Okay, this looks like it's from a news thing, right? So wouldn't you have to get the rights from them to use this clip? I don't know if you do. I don't know if they do or don't. I'm just asking. Like a normal YouTuber probably wouldn't, but I don't know. The Living Waters ministry might have to get permission to use this clip, but it's not linked to. Like, where did this come from? When was this aired? What channel 8? There's a billion channel 8s. It's a CBS. Consider it, but I mean, it could be any. And then it's like, oh, they were talking about we'll have footage of this alien. Maybe he'll give it to us, which he never did, and so that wasn't evidence. And then this guy, whoever this is, that supposedly did this 911 call that we didn't verify, that's also from the Channel 8 News. We never got his name, location, or anything. So that wasn't evidence. Then we have this completely and wholly fake video camera footage. And I say that it's fake because if it was body cam footage, you wouldn't have this thing in the top right. I don't know what the fuck that is. I mean, I'm sure, yeah, either you made this or you grabbed it from somewhere else. I'm you know what? Maybe we should just search the terms in the top right there and see what we find. See what we find in reference to that, because it's like, oh, I can't. How would I do this? Let's see. No, okay. All right, let's see. Yeah, 2023. Okay, that's the date supposedly, right? 0501 T08 04 29Z Axon Flex 2X8. Does this is so fake. It's so fake. If it was the time that we were looking at, T being time, then that would change. 307. 397. Wait, hold on.
It's more than an hour after.
It did change. The time did change. Okay. I'm excited again because it actually did.
Really dumb question, but But did you guys see anything?
Okay, so yeah, that is okay. So the time is advancing. Okay, so that's at least something. Okay, that is Axon Flux 2. Gain it. What is it? Oh, it's a camera. Okay, so it is a camera of some sort. But then this camera would not be on a cop's thing for a body cam. This camera is a professional grade camera that the cops wouldn't be using. All of these are professional grade. Axon Flux 2 X8, whatever. I guess you could probably find the thing, maybe. So this is the serial number of it, maybe. All right, come on. So let me put that in here. See what comes up, if anything. No, okay. What else? What else can we find out about this completely fake footage that he has? So it's from a camera that's professional grade camera. Has this weird ass symbol. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, this is weird. I mean, just whatever. Okay, anyways, all right, whatever. So didn't have any evidence or proof, not even a little. Ray Comfort is a liar. Nothing new under the sun there. I guess that's it. At least it was something. It was stupid, but you know. Oh man, aliens are angels. I've heard the aliens being demon thing before. I haven't heard aliens being angels before though. That's great. That's just great. And so, you know, and look, let me just show you his thing, his little thumbnail. Hold on. His little lying thumbnail. They've been here all along, right? Like, you're supposed to think that these is aliens, but it's angels. So then they wouldn't be there. They'd be somewhere else. God is not a theory. He's a person. Oh, good. John Lennox, the smartest dumb guy I know. And then the rest, just nothingness. Ben Shapiro, whatever, blah, blah. What's this? Oh, this sounds good. Oh, man, should I start a new broadcast to do this one? Or should I just do it now? Is anyone in chat alive? I don't know. Anyone alive here? Man, maybe I should do another video to do this. Be done with this stream and start a new stream to do this video right here. Evidence for God's creation that even skeptics can't ignore. Eternity answered, atheism debunked. Have I watched this already? No, I have not. I can't. Oh my. Oh, this has got to be like its own video, right? Yeah. It's got. I'm gonna relaunch a new live stream to do this video now. So this is it for laughing at Living Waters aliens. See ya in a moment.